Hello Year 9, this is just a quick introduction to sigma notation, which is something we're going to be using for a lot of the rest of this topic. Okay, so just briefly, we've had a look at sequences and series. Often when we have a sequence, the numbers are separated by a comma, but when we have a series, we're adding all the numbers together. So for example, 2 plus 4 plus 6 plus 8 plus 10 is a series, or sometimes we call it a progression. So why not go ahead and work that out now, and let's see if you've got your answer. And I hope you got 30. It's 12 plus 6. Okay, but this is just 5 terms. If we had hundreds of terms here, we probably wouldn't really want to write out hundreds and hundreds of terms. So we're going to develop a shorthand way of writing it out, and that is sigma notation. So what is sigma notation? This is sigma notation. This kind of pointy sign here means sum, and it means we add all of the numbers together, okay? So let's take a look what it means, and I've written this series here in sigma notation. So I go n equals to 1 up to 5, and I've got the formula 2n here. This means I sub in all the whole integers between 1 and 5 into 2n, and I add them together. Let's take a look at how it looks. And you can see I go n equals to 1, sub it in, 2 by 1. N equals to 2, sub it in, 2 by 2. N equals to 3, n equals to 4, n equals to 5. And I sub them all in here. So this is just a shorthand way of writing this, which is just this. Okay, so 2 for you to try. Pause the video and see if you can add these together. Notice I've started my n here at 2 and my n here at 3. It doesn't necessarily have to start at 1. Alright, so I assume that you've worked this out now. Let's test our answers. So we start from 2, we go to 4, 2 squared plus 3 squared plus 4 squared is 29. And this one, we start from 3, we go to 7, and that's 2 to the power of 3, 2 to the power of 4, 2 to the power of 5, 2 to the power of 6, plus 2 to the power of 7, and we add them all together. Okay, so next example, let's now write 11 plus 8 plus 5 plus 2 minus 1 minus 4 in sigma notation. So pause the video, have a go and see if you can write this out in sigma notation. Alright, good, I assume you're done. So we go 14 minus 3n, and that's finding the formula of these numbers. Notice I didn't have to use this exact formula because I didn't have to start it at 1, but it's probably a bit easier to. And if I sub in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 for n, and I add them all together, I'll wind up with these numbers. Please get used to using sigma notation because we're going to be using it a lot for the rest of this topic. Okay, thanks guys, see you later.